booktube. So I see you've decided to join the Blue Ajah. These are your prompts and a bit of explanation of each of them. So, members of the Blue Ajah wear a blue shawl. So, read a book with a blue cover. Nice and simple. Whatever you deem a blue cover, so be it. Number 2, the most well-known member to readers of the Blue Ajah is Moraine. Read a book where one of the author's initials begins with M. So that could be the first, middle, or last initial is M. Number 3, the Blue Ajah fight for righteousness. Read a book that features a social justice issue. So this can be up to you. Whatever social issue you want to read about, go for it. Number 4, the Blue Ajah have the largest eyes and ears network, which is kind of like spies and knowledge. So, read a book featuring a spy or a detective. Number 5, the Blue Ajah wants to save the world. Read a book featuring climate change. That could be fiction or nonfiction. Any of these prompts could be fiction or nonfiction. Number 6, the Blue Ajah pursue justice, not necessarily legal justice. Read a book that challenges the justice system or any justice system if you want to go from a fictional aspect. Number 7, the secret weave of the Ajah induces fear on their subject. Read a book that you find scary or intimidating. So this could be horror, a big book, a book that you're afraid is only going to be 1 star, a book that you have fear that has been overhyped. Any sort of fear around a book. Conquer that fear as a Blue Ajah and you can read it. The last prompt for the Blue Ajah is that the Blue Ajah love traveling and are considered worldly. Read a book set on a different continent than the one you currently live on. And I said continent, so if you live in North America, choose a book from Europe or Asia or Oceania or South America. Don't, if you live in North America, you live in Canada, choose a book that's set in the United States. Go to a different continent. So that's it. Welcome to the Blue Ajah. Hello, and welcome to my video for the Brown Ajah prompts for my Path to the White Tower Read-A-Thon. So I'm just going to go through the prompts for the Brown Ajah. First prompt is probably one of the easiest. Members of the Ajah wear a brown shawl, so read a brown book. And that could be your interpretation of brown and what you consider brown. 2, the most well-known member to readers of the Ajah, and my personal favorite character, is Viren. So read a book where one of the author's initials is V. That could be the first, middle, or last name of the author as long as it begins with the letter V. Number 3, the Brown Ajah is focused on gathering and preserving knowledge. Read a nonfiction book. So this is the only prompt where you can't choose a fiction book for it. But all the other prompts you can choose a nonfiction or a fiction book. Number 4, the Brown Ajah is all about learning and they are lifelong students. Read a book in a school setting. Number 5, the Brown Ajah have a secret library archive full of books. Read a book that features books, libraries, or bookstores. Number 6, the Brown Ajah are not concerned with their appearance and are often disheveled. Read a book with a not so great cover. Number 7, the Brown Ajah are in charge of the White Tower's libraries. Read a book from the library or a book borrowed from someone else's collection. And the last prompt for the Brown Ajah is that the Brown Ajah are clever and educated. Read a book that features a witty character. So those are the prompts for the Brown Ajah. Let me know if you wish to join this Ajah. So this is my video for the prompts for the Gray Ajah for the Path to the White Tower Read-A-Thon. So for the first prompt, members of this Ajah wear a gray shawl. So obviously the prompt is read a book with a gray cover and your interpretation of gray. Number 2, the most well-known member to readers of this Ajah is Yukiri. Read a book where one of the author's initials is Y. So that could be first name, middle name, or last name as long as it begins with Y. A bit tricky, but hey, we like a challenge as Aes Sedai. Prompt number 3. The Grey Ajah is dedicated to politics. Read a book that strongly features a political system. Those are some of my favorite books, so I'm looking forward to that prompt. Not that I'm joining the Grey Ajah. You'll find out which Ajah I join at the end. Number 4. The Grey Ajah administer the law of the land they live in. Read a book that features the legal system or a legal system. So it could be fiction, nonfiction, set in the real world, fantasy, science fiction. As long as it has, a legal system in it, go for it. Number 5. The Grey Ajah are interested in studying history. So read a nonfiction history or a historical fiction. Number 6. The Grey Ajah are diplomats that mediate treaties and agreements between nations. So read a work of post-colonial literature, because the colonies have a lot to do with treaties and agreements between nations that may not have necessarily gone the right way. So post-colonial literature. Number 7, the Grey Ajah may work as judges. Read a book that you are judging to be a 5-star prediction. Number 8, and the last prompt, the Grey Ajah specialize in traveling weaves. Read a book that has a map. Some simple prompts, some more challenging prompts. I hope they are engaging for you, and let me know if you decide to join the Grey Ajah. So I see you've chosen the Green Ajah. So let's get into these prompts. Members of this Ajah wear a green shawl. Read a book with a green cover. Whatever you determine to be the shade of green, read it. Number 2, the most well-known member to readers of the Green Ajah is Alana. Read a book where one of the author's initials is A. That could be the first name, middle name, or last name of the author. Has to begin with A. Number 3, the Green Ajah fought in the Trolloc Wars. Read a book featuring a war. Number 4, the Green Ajah are prepared to fight in the last battle between good and evil against the Dark One. Read a book featuring a battle between good and evil. And again, any of these prompts could be fiction or nonfiction. Number 5, the Green Ajah is composed of strong women soldiers. Read a book featuring a strong female character. Number 6, the Green Ajah are known for loving and marrying their warders, which are people sworn and bonded to protect their Aes Sedais. Read a romance. Number 7, the Green Ajah do not like being kept at the White Tower. Read a book that features traveling. And the last prompt for the Green Ajah are that members of the Green Ajah are known for having multiple warders and even marrying multiple warders. Read a book featuring polyamory or a love triangle. Let me know if you plan on joining the Green Ajah, the Red Ajah. Welcome to this video featuring the prompts for the Path to the White Tower Read-A-Thon for the Red Ajah. We're going through the 8 prompts here. The first one is the easiest one. I think so. Anyways, members of this Ajah wear a red shawl, so read a book with a red cover. Simple as that. 2, the most well-known member to readers of this Ajah is Elida. Read a book where the author's initial is E, so that could be the first name, the middle name, or the last name of the author, as long as it begins with E. It's a bit more difficult to maybe find something like that, but it's a challenge. Number 3, the Red Ajah don't rely on warders and they fight for themselves. Read a book featuring a strong female lead. Number 4, the Red Ajah track down and still or gentle those misusing the one power. Stilling or gentling means that they've cut them off from the source of magic. So read a book featuring corruption, maybe like a dystopian, for example. Number 5, a significant amount of women in this Ajah prefer women sexually. Read a book by a queer female author or with a queer female character. Number 6, Elida has the power of foretelling. Read a book featuring a prophecy. Number 7, the Read-A-Thon is all about women, and trans women are women. So read a book by a trans femme author. Number 8, and this prompt may be a little tricky because it requires 2 things for you to do. The Read-A-Thon are rumored to hate men. Read no books by male authors. Fill this prompt by reading a book, any book, by a female author. So that's it for the Read-A-Thon prompts. Let me know if you decide to join the Read-A-Thon. Hello, and welcome to my video for the prompts for the White Ajah for the Path to the White Tower Read-A-Thon. So these are the 8 prompts for this Ajah if you choose to decide to join them. So the first prompt is, members of this Ajah wear a white shawl. Read a book with a white cover. Simple as that. Our second prompt, the most well-known member to readers of this Ajah is Alviren. Read a book where one of the author's initials is A. That could be the first name, middle name, or last name of the author, as long as it begins with A. Prompt number 3, the White Ajah are interested in philosophy. Read a philosophical book. That could be a fiction or a non-fiction, up to you to decide. I think all of these prompts you can choose either or. Number 4, the White Ajah are logical. Read the first unread book on your shelf. A logical place to start tackling your TBR. So whether that's fiction, non-fiction, short book, long book, that's the book you're reading. Number 5, the White Ajah are quiet and do not like traveling. Read a slice of life book. Number 6, the White Ajah do not like to leave the White Tower. Read a book with a strong sense of place. It could be about a specific place. It could just feature a really interesting house. I'll let you interpret what that means to you. Number 7, the White Tower wear all white and do not often adorn themselves or elaborately decorate their surroundings. So read a book with a very plain cover. Doesn't have to be white, but very plain cover. And number 8, the White Ajah are calm and peaceful. Read a comforting book. It could be a reread, it could be a new book from a favorite author, or it could just be a book that you think will make you feel good inside. So those are the prompts for the White Ajah. Let me know if you've decided to join this group down below. Hello, these are the prompts for the Yellow Ajah for the Wheel of Time Read-A-Thon. I'm calling the Path to the White Tower. Here are the 8 prompts for the Yellow Ajah. Members of this Ajah wear a yellow shawl. So obviously read a book with yellow on the cover. Whatever shade of yellow you decide is fine. Number 2, the most well-known member to readers of the Yellow Ajah is, it's a spoiler. Read a book where one of the author's initials begins with N. It could be the first name, the middle name, or the last name of the author. Number 3, the primary strength of the Yellow Ajah is healing. Read a book by a disabled author. Number 4, the Yellow Ajah does not only deal with physical health, but mental health as well. So read a book featuring mental health. Again, these books can be either fiction or non-fiction. The choice is up to you. Number 5, the Yellow Ajahs are healers. Read a book that features a healthcare worker. Number 6, one of the most used weaves in the Yellow Ajah restores energy to their subject. Read a book that you are energized or excited to read, for whatever reason that you are excited to read it. Number 7, another one of the most used weaves in the Yellow Ajah is called delving. Delving is used to find out more information, whether that is the location of an injury or metal ores within the earth. Read a book that delves into a topic. This could be a book that takes a deep dive into a topic that's about something very specific that you're interested in, or that has a broad view of something, a history or something. It could be fiction or non-fiction as well, however you decide to interpret that. Remember, you are Aes Sedai. You can manipulate the system to work for you. The last prompt for the Yellow Ajah is that the yellow Ajahs are alternative healers, aside from your typical doctors and other healthcare systems. So read a book featuring alternative medicine or healing. So let me know if you've decided to join the yellow Ajah. Hi, and welcome to my video explaining the prompts for the black Ajah for the Path to the White Tower Read-A-Thon that I'm hosting. There are 8 prompts, so let's get into them. First prompt. Members of this Ajah, the black Ajah, wear a black hood. Read a book with a black cover. Simple as that. Number 2. The most well-known member to readers of this Ajah is... Shh, it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say the name. Read a book where one of the author's initials is L. That could be the first name, middle name, or last name, as long as it begins with the letter L. Prompt number 3. Members of the black Ajah hide themselves in the other Ajahs. Steal a prompt from another Ajah. I'll have a link to the bingo cards down below so you can see the other prompts, as well as to the other videos explaining the prompts for those Ajahs so that you can choose one. Number 4, the black Ajahs are the villains of the Wheel of Time. Read a book that features a point of view from a villain. This could be one of many point of views. It could be the only view that you get in the book, as long as there's a villain. Or it could be a nonfiction about a bad guy in history. Number 5, the black Ajah are divided into heart groups. Read a book that's going to break your heart. Number 6, the Forsaken help control the black Ajah. So Lanfear, a Forsaken Aes Sedai, is an astonishingly beautiful woman. So read a book with a beautiful cover, and I'll leave that judgment up to you. Number 7, Grendel is another Forsaken Aes Sedai. She has mastered the weave of compulsion. So this is forcing someone to do your will, overriding their will for your own. Read a book that you feel compelled to read for whatever reason. Maybe you are being controlled by a member of the black Ajah. That reason could be up to you or up to the person controlling you. And lastly, prompt number 8, Moghedien, one of my favorite characters. She's another Forsaken Aes Sedai. She's also known as the Spider. Read a book with bugs or spiders on the cover. Creepy crawlies. So those are the prompts for the black Ajah. Let me know very quietly, because we're not supposed to tell each other, if you plan on joining the black Ajah down below. And thank you for watching.